Madhav, good afternoon, and thank you for having this debate and asking me this question, because I think the only community that I have seen right now demonized, or maybe not even demonized, but only one community playing victim, is the community that Gladys represents. She said that the Kuki-Zo community is being demonized and only churches have been destroyed, which is entirely untrue. There have been many temples that have been destroyed. On 28th April was the first temple that was destroyed. After that, there's been a temple in Kobru, there's been a Shiv temple, there's been a temple in Siro. So as long as we engage in this sort of narrative that there's only one victim, we're never going to come out with a solution. Having said that, when we talk about transnational ethnic ties and we talk about this sort of weaponry coming in, let me also remind you that it is it sounds very nice to say that everybody is involved, but unfortunately, for this conflict, there was only one community that sent appeals to the EU, to the US, to the British Parliament, and celebrated their interference in our internal affairs. And I think that must be condemned entirely. I have not seen the community come together and say, look, this is our internal problem, this is the problem of the state of Manipur, and we do not wish to have any external interference in it. Number two, when we talk about this larger foreign hand, we also have to look at it in some perspective. You know, I see this narrative coming up saying the US is involved, China is involved. You know, why are we blaming them? The weapons are being brought in by, people of these communities on the border. You know, when we have the Mizoram chief minister interfere with a situation that should entirely be a Manipur situation, he should be condemned, because that's, again, interference with the state of Manipur and the conflict that is going on there. So, I think we need to be very clear that there isn't one victim. The state of Manipur is impacted. Therefore, not just the territorial integrity of Manipur, but the territorial integrity of India is being compromised by allowing foreign governments to pass statements or something that they don't understand. I've worked in these areas for 20 years. I don't call myself an expert. What is the EU going to comment on it? And how do you send an official letter through your official organizations to these countries?
Since the question is for Gladys, I'm going to come to her before I come to you. Yes, Gladys.
So I'm sorry to hear the gentleman, who seems to be so gentle just to look at, having such a false information. He mentioned about Republic Days, those guns. Sadly, those are the toy guns. The DC of the Churachandpur have already clarified that. It was collected later on. They were showing the toy guns. Yes, it was a plastic guns. I'm so sorry. He seems to be so nice, but he has all false information. When it comes to foreign gun, let me tell you.
Yeah, but
when it comes to foreign gun, the 7,000 arms and ammunition units in Imphal Valley is done by
I agree with that. I agree with that.
When it comes to foreign guns, let me tell you,
no personal comments. No
Valley.
personal comments. We don't allow that on this debate.
Yes,
Nobody should make personal comments on other panelists, but address the issues, please. Address the issues.
Okay. The issue now is, why is the lady over there saying Kuki community is having foreign hand? How does she know? She claimed to be Northeast expert. Did she set foot in Lamka? No. She has not been to Lamka, only in Imphal, only a few hours in Imphal. She is not, again, also foreign hand. Let me tell you, Madam, there is no foreign hand involved with the Kuki-Zo. There is no foreign hand involved with the Kuki-Zo. Please don't send these wrong narratives again. You have been blamed.
Her question is, why write to EU, why write to foreign governments when this is a domestic issue?
Well, the state itself failed. The state sent the police force and commandos to attack us when the state failed. When the governor had to flee, AFSPA is not implemented in the valley, only in the hills. Why? Why is the state budget only 10% given to us? Why is the 60 MLA among that only 10 is given to us? Who will listen to our voice today?
Okay. Our voice is not being heard. Our voice is not being heard. We don't have any other option but to do this. Please respond.
Madhav, personal comments aside, there is a mic. Gladys, you don't need to shout. My name is Rami. My name is Rami.
No side debates. Please, one moment. Calm down.
Having said that, Madhav, I'd also appreciate, if we use the official name for cities. Lamka is not the official name. Churachandpur is. Number two, we have heard Gladys' answer that it's all right for them to go to foreign countries for help.
I didn't say that.
What did you say?
Why is the cookie blame always?
No, I don't think that answers my question.
One second.
I don't think that
Let her
answers my
respond.
question.
You asked a question. Yeah.
Yeah, so she says it's all right because, we are being
didn't say all right.
victimized.
Please don't
We are
use
being
words.
victimized.
One by one.
So therefore it's okay to go to foreign countries, So I really don't have an answer for this. She's answered the question that the country's been asking. Why is there international interference? And I think Gladys has made it amply clear that there is no problem with it. But when you also
One by one.
lie on television and say they were plastic pistols when we are dealing with drone attacks, I again don't know what to say. This is indefensible. And if
Absolutely.
you're going to come
The
on
drone
national
attacks
television
undoubtedly were a huge turning
and
point. They've
defend
caused huge
something
amount of
that's
concern. But let me bring in
indefensible.
Tehseen.